You guys voted, so let's talk lip balms. Over the years, I have tried hundreds of different lip balms, from high-end to K-beauty to our favorite viral Sephora brands, and honestly, it just gets so confusing because it's like, just give me that one balm that I need that does it all. But actually, it's different for everyone, right? So in this video, I wanted to put all the most viral, popular balms in one place and map them out for you guys. And so stay till the very end because that's what we're gonna do so that you can find the best lip products for you. So let's just jump straight in, and please subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps our little team, and let's dive in. Quickly, before we get into the products, I wanna first define a lip balm because if you're like me, you would have noticed that there's two types. There's ones that come in a stick balm, which is kind of like our traditional chapstick, and then there's ones in the tubes. So these stick balms are perfect if you want something that's solid, that's easy to throw around to just put on your lips. It's going to be protective for a long time, and it generally contains more beeswax, which is what holds the shape and will give you that longer lasting power. Whereas the tubes will give you more of that glossy, glazed lip gloss look, but it will be a little bit more transferable, and it's not going to work for, if you're going to cold climates, if you're going skiing and things like that. It's very much more aesthetic. So it all depends on what you're looking for and what you want in your daily life in terms of lip application. So with that, let's start first with our stick balms. Let me introduce you to the Dr. Althea Soft Melting Lip Balm. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite of the lip balm in the stick category because traditionally these forms were very beeswaxy and it didn't give you that gloss, and it was a little bit draggy on the lips, and it just wasn't like an experience. This one completely changed the game. It glides on effortlessly, and the finish is that it gives you almost a glossy look, but without the stickiness, the tackiness, because it still feels nice and light and thin on the lips, but it just gives you high shine. And like up until this, I've never tried a balm that was able to deliver that shine. It's fragrance free, so it's also really great for if you have sensitive lips, if you have like cracked areas, it's not going to irritate it. And the cool thing is you can apply it over your lip color as well. So either lip stain or your lipstick, it instantly transforms it into a gloss without the stickiness. And something that you'll see a lot of me talking about in this balm category is the word melting, because the Korean brands have revolutionized this whole category. It is no longer just chapstick. We got this off of Yes Style. You can use our code. We have a code that you can use all year round. It would just give you 12% off any purchase. This is not sponsored, by the way. The only gripe I have with it is because it's so melting and soft, in the stick, it started kind of like toppling over. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. But apart from that, here is the roundup and the rating for this guy. So I'm actually going to go in order of price point. This is the Rhodomentholatum Melty Lip Cream. This is really popular if you've been to Japan or if you've been to Asian supermarkets because there's like so many different types of these. This one, when you apply it, it also is so smooth. It glides on. It is a thin application, but still leaves your lips perfectly nourished and for a long time as well. And it's not like, once again, those old school, waxy, draggy, like dry lip balms. Because let me tell you, there have been some bad lip balms that I've tried where it makes your lip feel even more dehydrated than before you used it. I'm sure you know what I mean. This one is not that. So there's all different types. I have the one in honey, and also Ro got me one in caramel macchiato. And guys, every time I use this on my lips, I'm dying. The scent is so good. It's like a caramel frappuccino on your lips. I wish you could smell this through the screen. But for those of you who don't like scent, if you don't want something that's strong, because this is pretty strong, then I would definitely recommend the fragrance-free one. There's a minty one, and it just does the job. It's not as glossy as the soft melting lip balm. So here's the roundup for this one. Okay, now moving into where it gets interesting. This is the Rom and Glasting Melting Balm. It's also a K-beauty favorite. It's like a cult favorite at this point. Now it starts giving you color payoff, and oh my goodness, it's not only high shine and gives you that like beautiful glossy look, but the color pigment and the color payoff is almost like medium to high. It's almost like a lipstick, which is insane, but still in the balm form. It softens any flaky areas, and just, guys, the color is amazing. And later on, I'm going to talk about a really high-end lip product, and this is the dupe for it. It has a little bit of a scent. It doesn't waft up like, high fragrance lip products. And like, there's 15 shades. So if you have dry lips and you want color and gloss, this is the one for you. Oh my goodness. This is one that I discovered recently, and it has completely just blown my mind. This is the Nature Republic Honey Melting Lip. So I got this a couple of months ago in this really unique gray shade. But what hit me instantly is how beautifully perfect this texture is. Okay, so you might be thinking, why is it gray? Which might sound weird, stay with me, but what it does is if you apply this over a really bright lipstick or a really bright lip tint, it changes the color to be more neutral. Like, it actually mutes the shade of a really pigmented bright color. And you can see when I apply it, it just ever so slightly makes it more neutral. And I've never seen this apart from K-beauty brands, and I think that is super awesome. It's giving glass lips. It's instantly plumping those little fine lines, glossy pout, and it leaves a really luxurious, like fresh minty kind of feeling that kind of stays on your lips for a while, and it's so comfortable. It's not like the plumping capsaicin, it's not uncomfortable. It's beautiful, and it's what high-end lip products feel like. The smell of this, the aroma, is like kind of a grape candy, and the color payoff of this is phenomenal. So I got it in Fresh Lychee, which is this really beautiful My Lip But Better like rosy shade, and then I got this other one in Aurora Glitter, and this is like a cool toned baby pink with a little bit of like reflective quality. So this will actually make your lips look wet and juicy and a little bit more plump if that's what you're going for. One thing to note is that these aren't tints, so when the color comes off, it will come off. There's 21 different shades, so there is a flavor for everyone. The applicator is this push button, and it comes out really effortlessly. One thing to note is that you can't push it back in, so don't click it too many times out, otherwise it might like break off. So here is how I rate it. So we have 3 more in this category. 2 are Sephora brands, but the last of the K-beauty lip balms is a brand called Parnell. They're really having a moment right now. This is the Melting Fit Shine. So this one comes in 15 different shades. I have it in the clear and also that gray tone, once again, that can like change the color of your lip color. But what makes this clear one really interesting is that it's slightly iridescent. So it's got these little reflective like micro glitters, which will just kind of enhance the look of that shine. So this one, it's like a thicker version of the Dr. Althea. I think everything in this chrome is honestly having a moment. With this one, I do find that at the beginning when you apply it, there is a little bit more of a drag. So it does have that thicker consistency when you put it on. But what helps is if you just like, when you warm it up after you first get it, the formula will really melt to be a beautiful texture. I just wouldn't use these gray ones alone. So here's my rating for it. Okay, next 2 balms are these. This is the NARS and this is the infamous Dior. Infamous or famous? But let's start off with this NARS Soft Matte Tinted Lip Balm. And this is probably the most different of all lip balms within this category because it goes against traditionally what you would expect as a lip balm because it's actually matte. This is giving soft focus lipstick vibes with a very sheer coverage with neutral shades. So I think it was just very confusing for me, but it's not that I don't like soft matte textures because I actually love them. Like for example, I have this one, which is not going to be included in this video. This is the sheer matte lipstick from Violet FR. This is like one of my favorite types of lip products because it blurs the lips, it's powdery, it's soft, and it just gives you this like just kissed kind of look. If it said it was that, then I would be more forgiving and love it. But it says it's a lip balm, but it just doesn't nourish my lips. It gives just like ever so slightly a little bit of like nourishment, but it's not long lasting. It's not shiny. It's not moisturizing. I haven't worn this for a while, but it actually does not look bad. It's just a soft matte. It really is, but it's definitely not a shiny balm. And so for the price point of $38, I do have a little bit of regret, but it sits in its own category. And here's my rating if you're looking for something like this. Last in our little sticky balm section before we go on to the tubes is the Dior Color Reviver Balm. I'm sure you've seen this everywhere. It's been around for a really long time. So I've used the whole thing. It's moisturizing, it's subtle, it's not overly shiny, it's not overly glossy. It is basically what a balm does. I loved the tint that it left my lips. I think that was really pretty and like flushed and girly. But I also remember I always had to reapply this. Like I just found myself always reapplying it. So it's moisturizing, but not overly moisturizing. It's balmy, but not that balmy. It's comfortable, but I have to reapply. It's good, but it's not like crazy $42 good. You're buying the brand. You're buying something that, you know, you feel good and bougie when you look into your bag and you see, oh, my Dior lip balm. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I bought into it, but am I going to rush and buy it again? No. You're paying for the vibe. So here is my ratings on this. Okay, so we're done with the sticks. Now it's on to the viral balms. Oh my goodness, this is a monster category. Every brand these days is coming out with a tube lip balm. A tube lip balm. Once again, starting from low price point to high price point, and we're going in with the Naturium Fido Glow Lip Balm. So these have been out for a while now. They are $10. They come in 13 different shades, which is awesome, and I love these. They have a sheer wash of color. It glides on beautifully. It's not sticky. It's nourishing, but nothing too heavy. It actually has a decent color payoff. The interesting thing though is when I got it, they had a metal tip applicator, which is actually perfect for the summer because it feels beautiful, it feels luxurious, but I've only recently realized that they've now changed it to a rubber tip. So there's actually pros and cons when it comes to these metal tips. In the winter, you will have a very hard time using metal tip lip balms because it freezes the formula over. Like it makes the formula cold and rigid, so it doesn't actually come out because temperature. But in the summer, oh my goodness, is this beautiful. I love the wideness of it and applying it. It's plush, it sits comfortably, it doesn't bleed, and for $10, shocking. And this is actually a perfect dupe for the Edam Choo Choo Lip Balm. So that one is $24 at Sephora. I've also used it. It's a great lip balm. Naturium also recently came out with this version, but with SPF. So it has SPF 45. So I don't think I really have anything negative to say about this Naturium one, you know what I mean? She's like everything that you want in a lip balm for $10. Here is my ratings of it. Next up, we have the Coco Kind Ceramide Lip Blur Balm. You might have seen this because of the oh so cute little charms that you can get alongside with it. You do have to pay extra. It's like $5 extra, which is actually quite a lot. But anyways, I have it in the shade Be Kind. It only comes in 5 different shades. The name says it's a lip blur balm, and I think I was expecting something of a blurring function, but it wasn't. And it's got a really sheer payoff. It does what a glossy balm does. It does give you that gloss look, but it's a little bit thicker and more rigid on my lips. Like it doesn't feel effortless and elegant like the other balms. It's actually a little gritty. There's like little bumps to it. And I can feel that when I kind of like, you know, smack my lips together. It's nothing that you can see, but it's all in the wear and the application of it. I just found that I didn't quite enjoy it as much as the other balms, which are competing in this category. This category is a super competitive category, like Summer Fridays, Glow Recipe, Rhode, like they're all doing the same thing. So you have to be like the best of the best to stand out. Actually, now I realize what it reminds me of. It's more like a thicker, like lip mask. I don't really like that feeling personally during the day. Like I don't want it kind of rigid. So for that fact, it wasn't completely for me. It is also fragrance free. Here's how I rank it. All right, moving on. Controversial. I don't know, is it? This is the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment. It's coming out at $18 and it's been everywhere. Like we all know, Hailey Bieber has done a fantastic job with marketing her brand, and these lip treatments were really one of the things that put it on the map. She revolutionized the phone case with it. Honestly, they're monsters at marketing. I do love some of the other Rhode products, but this peptide lip treatment was just not it for me, because I don't know if you guys have heard about the controversy, but some of them actually have a grittiness and a graininess. And mine was that, where you put it on and it feels like there's little, like tiny little chunks of stuff. And what this is actually crystallized shea butter. So there's something in the formula that I don't know if it was like mixed well, or maybe it changed in the temperature upon delivery, but I was in the camp of grittiness formula. But if you got the good one, then I'm sure you love it. What stood out to me the most is that this is the smallest little applicator of all the lip balm tubes that I've actually reviewed today. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. For me, I just had to apply more of it. I was just like, going in and out, in and out. But also, I feel like there's less in here compared to the standard tube. So overall, I think it's like, let me just imagine that I got a good one. For the most part, it still feels really nice. And I don't know what people are talking. This is why I'm a little bit confused, is I felt like when I used this, I had to consistently reapply. Like it just didn't have much staying power at all. I think if you like the brand, you like the brand. If you love it, you're probably in love with it. But is it offensive? Once again, $18. Like it's not bad, but I think it's a little bit overpriced for what it is because of the other lip balms that are coming in next, which are definitely worth more of that $20 range. This is how I rank this guy. Alrighties, next we have probably the newest launch of all the lip balms, and it's the Glow Recipe Glass Balm in multiple shades. There's 4 different shades. I have 3 here, and I did get sent these in PR. And to be honest, I didn't use this for a while because I was like, another balm? Really? Another brand with another balm? Until I started using it, and I'm pleasantly surprised because the color payoff of these is fantastic. Like when you just layer one on, like a sheer layer, it's just a little sheer tint. But for this light shade, this kind of like pinky, the lightest of them all, normally these shades don't even show up on my medium natural lips. Like it just looks like a clear balm. But this one actually gives my lip this really pretty baby pink flush. And this one has the signature watermelon scent or fragrance. Like if you've tried the watermelon line, which is what they're known for, it's the same fragrance. It's sweet, it's delicious, it's juicy. It's actually everything that I would want for a everyday balm that gives me a little bit of color. This one is like a more brighter, more pigmented. This is strawberry bingsu. So cute. Bingsu is like the shaved ice desserts. And then a blackberry bingsu, which is more of a plum shade. And they all have great payoff. So it doesn't feel sticky. Once again, it doesn't leave those like lines between my lips that stretch. I also want to mention none of these tints that I'm talking about is actually tinting. It's just a sheer wash of color on the lips. And if you've ever tried the Summer Fridays, which is coming up because it's slightly more expensive, it's like neck and neck with the Summer Fridays feeling. I do have one critique. I feel like it comes back to the name. I think what would give this like a 10 out of 10 overall rating is if it says it's watermelon bingsu, which is iced and so it's cooling. I would love kind of that cooling effect. Like Dior did it and K-Beauty did it, It's this really subtle, and I think that would add to the whole experience of it. So that's my only thing. Out of all the shades, I like the strawberry one the most. So here is how I rate it. Okay, Z's, moving right along, we have the Summer Fridays. This is the Lip Butter Balm. This one comes in at $24 and it comes in 9 different shades. So I got this one. It's brown sugar because I love brown sugar. Like, if you've ever smelt brown sugar, you can never go back to your basic birthday cakes and vanilla. It just takes the cake. I can see why people love this one. It glides on, it's smooth, and the feeling it leaves your lips is really like melted butter. It's, you know, when you melt butter, it's like, it's goopy and it's shiny and it's glazed, but it's not sticky and it doesn't run. It settles really nicely into your lips and the lines so that it doesn't look crusty. The tint is sheer. I would say maybe even sheerer than the Glow Recipe, but she's beautiful. Like, it leaves your lips feeling soft. You can layer it. This is kind of everything you would want. And she looks really cute. You also get a decent amount of it. It's got 0.5 ounces, which is more than the Cocoa Kind one, which is 0.3 ounce, but it's got less than the Glow Recipe, which has a little bit more, 0.52 ounces. So in terms of bang for buck, it's pretty good. But honestly, these two textures, they're like neck and neck. And I think it just comes down to what brand you like most and which shades you can find. The Summer Fridays has more shades, so maybe that's something that you look for. And the scent. The scent of these are like next level. They are so yummy. They are so yummy. And I actually picked up the brown sugar in that one because I'm obsessed with brown sugar lip products and lip fragrances after I discovered Colleen Rothschild. This is my holy grail lip balm. I'm not going to go into it here, but this one is $21 in brown sugar and I'm obsessed. This one has no color. It's just invisible and it's glossy. It's soft. It leaves my lips hydrated. So that's also an option, slightly more affordable. Now we start taking leaps. So the next one is the Hourglass Phantom Glossy Balm. This guy is $38 and it's definitely high-end lip balm. You have to critique this price level a lot, right? Because no one is just going to drop $38 on a balm unless she's basically perfection. And the sad thing is, this is pretty good. This is pretty perfect. I wish I didn't like it, but I really do. So it is a high gloss, high shine lip balm that comes in the beautiful kind of like elongated applicator that you twist up. It comes in 20 different shades and it's lightweight. It slides onto the lips. It has really good color payoff. This shade is beautiful. It's kind of like My Lip But Better. It shows up on my lips. It's got pigment, it's got lacquer, it's got moisturization. If you put one swipe of this, it's already, nice and nourished. Like, all those dry, flaky bits have instantly gone away. Honestly, it's impressive. It's not sticky. It lasts a while. Even when you've eaten it off, my lips still feel soft. It's not tacky. It's not just a balm. You can't think of it as a balm. This is doing everything. It's got that beautifully luxurious and elegant, like minty feeling that just sustains for a long time. If you want something that gives you this look and this feeling without the mintiness, the Romand Glasting Melting Lip Balm is the perfect dupe. Side by side, you barely notice the difference. I would just say this one definitely feels a little bit more elegant and maybe just a little bit more light on the lips while giving you that same effect. All that said, this is how I rate it. Alrighty, moving on. This is the Westman Atelier Liquid Lip Balm. So this is actually one of two. in this balm category that comes with the doe foot applicator. So Westman Atelier, I think like the founder came from Gucci, so it's definitely high end. She's definitely bougie. She feels bougie. It's like heavy. So the same price as the Hourglass. And the formula is this lightweight kind of gel oil texture, but it's very lightweight. And on top of that, I noticed I just don't get a lot of payoff with each dip. I have to keep dipping it in there to reapply. So what comes out onto the applicator is not a lot. I don't have overly thick lips, but I have to put it in at least like 3 times to get kind of a decent nourished effect. And so that to me is kind of red flags. And if you look at the pictures on the website, in order to get that level of shine, I feel like I'd have to dip it in maybe like 6 to 7 times to build it up, because each swipe really just gives like a very light balm texture. I don't know how much they had to use to achieve that look, but that is a little bit misleading for what this can do. So it comes in 7 different shades. I'm also a little bit confused about the name. I don't know why it's a squeaky clean liquid lip balm. Like squeaky clean makes me think that it's dry. Like, you know, when you wash your face, you don't want it to be squeaky clean. This one, I'm not excited about it. I used my own money to buy it because I love the brand. I have their foundation. I think it's great. I think they're super aesthetic. Here's how I rate it. All right, moving on, we have this. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. This is the Bobbi Brown Tinted Lip Serum. She's also $39. I had never even thought of the brand Bobbi Brown for like the longest time. You don't really hear about Bobbi Brown anymore, especially because Bobbi Brown herself sold the brand and started her own brand called Jones Road. So Bobbi Brown moved on from Bobbi Brown. Full disclosure, we got sent a package from Bobbi Brown, and when I was making this video, I was like, oh, let me just corral all the lip balms that I have. I was like, oh, this is like a lip gloss kind of packaging. And I put it on my lips, and I was floored. This comes in a doe foot applicator, but the doe foot applicator is flexible. What that means is it's not stiff. You put it on and it's like the most beautiful gel lip oil consistency. It makes your lip look glossy, a little bit plush. It is nourishing. It's not sticky whatsoever. The color payoff of this kind of pigment, I got it in this kind of plum shade, and all you need is 1 application. It's even lighter than like all the other balms, but gives you the same effect. And I'm like, what in the world? And it comes in 10 different shades, and it's just doing it all. I wish it wasn't $39, because am I going to rush to get this again? Like, no, but would I? Like, I think I might. Fragrance free. And this is what I mean about it perfectly delivers according to the name. It says it's a plump lip serum. 150%, that's what it is. I am obsessed with this formula. That is it. I thought I had more, but I don't. And, you know, there's like 1,000 different lip balms out there. If I missed one, I'm sorry. But now I want to plot all of these on a map for you in terms of tint to gloss. And the reason why I didn't really talk too much smack about any of them is because these are the best of lip balm. And I hope this was able to help your navigation. And just another reminder that price point doesn't necessarily equate to quality, especially with these lip balms. So let me know if there's one that I didn't include in here, because it's almost impossible to go through every lip balm. I didn't want to sit here and rate every lip balm. I just wanted to talk about the ones that are decently good and good. So yeah. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll follow up with the next video, which you guys voted for, which is lip tints. That one, oh my gosh, is going to be such a headache to film B-roll, because it's just going to stain my lips and I'm going to have to reset it somehow every time. So anyway, that is all. Please subscribe if you enjoy beauty and lifestyle content and wellness, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.